Yo, Black Balloon. I need a new intro. But anyways, y'all already know who I am. I always say my name and shit. Like y'all don't know who I am on some shit when I make a video. But alright, look. So, alright, if you saw the covering video, you see I got the same shirt on. I recorded these kind of like right around the same time. So no, I'm not just wearing the same shit every fucking day. But anyway, look. So today we're gonna talk a little bit about music, and frequency programming, right? So I know, y'all know a lot of stuff about, frequency programming through music and stuff. You might have heard a bunch of stuff about it, but it never hurts to hear different perspectives. You never know, you might learn something new. I don't know, but so the artist, XXX, he had a lot of fans, and a lot of people found a lot about, spirituality and the things that music does to the brain through frequencies and, vibrations off of the tone of certain melodies and drums, especially bass, kicks, snares, and hi-hats, right? And I can talk about this a little bit with confidence because I myself, I'm a producer and an engineer as well. So I know how to basically program sounds and manipulate sounds so they sound a certain kind of way to the listener, basically. There are things that I hear in music and when I make beats that the average listener does not hear because I actually make the beat and I actually tune, the music, and I cut the frequency and I raise the frequency, and you do certain things in certain tones that trigger certain parts of the brain. And obviously these are well known, by occultist people that are at the head of the music industry. You know, um, a lot of y'all know that is why music, in general, was tuned to 440 hertz and not the original universal tune of 432. That is basically, in line with nature and the universe and the natural vibrations of the universe. A lot of y'all know this. A lot of y'all have probably seen videos about that. It was done a long time ago, I think, by maybe some fucking Nazi scientist or some fucking body. I have no idea. Basically, basically tuned the music up a few hertz. That was basically out of line with nature and the universe to sort of, it's not something that is just, it instantly, makes you do certain things. It's kind of like a over time kind of programming through music. So certain songs that you listen to will make you feel certain ways over time, unless it's just like some really aggressive fucking rap slash trap music. Because it's certain songs, you know, let me take that back. Usually, when you hear a song for the first time, you're not just fucking going crazy. That's why I said it's kind of like frequency programming over time. If you hear a song that makes you want to fucking, shoot somebody or fucking, just turn up and do some wild ass shit, usually it's probably about the 15th time you've heard the song that now it's done implanted those frequency and vibrations into your brain. And now every time you hear the song, you ready to shoot some shit up. You know what I'm saying? You ready to fight a motherfucker, you in a club, whatever the hell going on. That song, those vibrations, those frequencies is programming your brain. It's getting inside of your brain and it's making you feel that way because it's coming from the music. But it doesn't just happen instantly. You don't just hear it that one time and then you just ready to shoot some shit up. You know what I'm saying? I guess sometimes it just it depends on how actually aggressive the music and the artist is, you know, because it's not, excuse me, it's not all just the sound, you know, it's the actual words coming from the artist on top of the music, the beat, that kind of gives you that aggressive, you know, feeling that makes you want to fuck some shit up, you know, just off of what you are listening to. And then obviously we know music can make us feel very sad. It can make us, you know, it can heighten certain senses or it can lower certain senses. You know, you could be in kind of a down mood, you know, play a certain song that you like, and boom, you know, you feeling good. You ready to go about your day. But we know those things, you know, so we're not here to talk about the obvious. And what really made me, you know, just want to cover this a little bit, just kind of go into it a little bit, was when I was riding in the car the other day. And I forget what song it was. It was one of the like female rapper song on the radio. And this shit happens a lot. And I don't listen to the radio a lot. But when you do listen, when you allow yourself to listen to the radio a few times throughout the day on a consistent basis, you are literally saying program my brain. Literally. Literally. Because like listen to the shit a few times, you know, driving to a few places, blah, blah, blah. And then next thing you know, I'm singing, get that bread, get that head, then leave. Then leave. You know what I'm saying? If y'all listen to the radio, you probably know that song. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know who it's by. Some girl. I don't know. You know, and shit, I just like shit 5 minutes after hearing the song, I never heard the song outside of the radio. I'm in my head singing get that bread, get that head. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, do you see what I'm saying? You don't even have to know the song. Now, when we talk about the music programming you over time, that is true. But guess what? That very first time you listen to it, it's boom, it's in your subconscious. It's there. It's there. That is really like the bottom line of music slash frequency programming to the brain, is because it enters your subconscious immediately. But the actions that you may, you know, end up doing because of the song is kind of over time. That's why I said, you know, it'll take a few listens for you, you know, over a certain song for you to actually start acting out that song or starting to actually want to, you know, basically do what the song is saying. You know, like that WAP song, you know, with Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. Instantly, that shit was like spell casting. That was like fucking the highest of witchcraft, witchery through a fucking song. You know what I'm saying? That is how you like super program people's minds, especially women. They didn't even know it. They didn't even know it. They were being fucking programmed. It was witchcraft. It was spell casting. It was being done right in front of their eyes, and they didn't even know it. And not to mention the fucking video. The video was like so fucking satanic. It was so much symbolism in that video. Wow. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna try to cover that, but it was basically fucking witchery. I made that word up. It was witchery. It was right there. You know what I'm saying? But that's just an example, and there's plenty more throughout the entire music industry and all the songs that, you know, kind of go viral and become like the new coined term, you know, for a woman's vagina, WAP. You know what I'm saying? You know, just straight up programming you. That's it. That's all it was. But like getting back to how it just immediately enters your subconscious, I allowed myself to basically, I invited that shit into my head, into your own headspace. And then now you thinking about get that bread, get that head, and then leave. You know what I'm saying? Like it's there. It's in your subconscious, not going nowhere because you allowed it to come in. We can't even, the end of the day, we can't even listen to the radio. We can't listen to the radio, you know what I'm saying? It's already to a point where nothing is even pit on the radio that's good, bro. They're not, promoting anything that is like positive or a good song. You got to turn it to them old radio stations. Well, not the old radio station, but you got to turn it to them radio stations that play slow jams and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like one time I was in the car listening to the regular shit, I'm in Atlanta, so Hot 107.9, all the shit that play the current music and shit. And then I turned it to like 104.1 that just plays slow jams. And I instantly, like, I felt my body drop. Like, I felt my shit just go like, I was relaxed. Because the frequency coming from the music was like positive shit. It was a good feel. It was a good feeling. Even though all of the music that goes to the radio is all 440. But like I said, the words in themselves, they have vibrations. So they can actually make you feel good, although the music is tuned to 440. So you have to understand, the music being tuned to 440, it is a very slight difference. A very slight difference. But guess what? It's out of tune. It's out of tune with nature and the natural vibration of the universe. That's why I said this is programming over time, because it's very slight and you don't recognize it unless you actually do music. You see what I'm saying? You would know how slight it is just off of, playing with pitches. You can play when you're making music or you're making melodies. There's certain things that you can do to the melodies. You can turn the pitches up and down, and you can play with them slightly by like, just a certain amount of decibels or whatever, and it will change very, very slightly. But only if you pay attention and you do music will you notice the change. That is why, music being tuned to 440, it is like a overtime programming thing. It's not just like the biggest thing, like, oh, if you listen to this kind of music and it's tuned into 440, you're just gonna be some wild, aggressive ass person. It's not like that. They wouldn't have been able to actually tune it higher than what it was just so blatantly like that. They had to just get it off of it being on the natural frequency of the universe, which will just eventually over time program your mind. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, that just had me thinking about the other day, when I was in the car and shit, listening to the radio and shit, right? And it all ties to basically mind programming. Also another form of MK Ultra through music. You see what I'm saying? Which is probably, outside of symbolism, the most powerful way to program someone's mind through music. Which is why rap music is the number one genre in today's world. Rap runs the world. Shit, people that you wouldn't even expect to listen to Future and Thug and all these other artists, Uzi and shit, be listening to these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like, they favorite artists and shit. It's taken over the world. And why? Because of the programming through rap music. Why you think it's not the number one genre in the world just because people love it? No, people don't even realize why they love it. It's because their brains has been programmed by the music, by the sounds in the music. You see what I'm saying? I can literally, right now, I can go sit at my chair, log into FL Studio, make a beat, make that shit aggressive as hell. Hard ass drums, 808s, snares, hi-hat, loud as shit. Set up the patterns to where it's just knocking. You goddamn, you going crazy. You know what I'm saying? You like, hell yeah, let me get on this beat. And then I can go in there and make one that's almost like some lo-fi vibe type shit. You like, You know what I'm saying? You almost want to go call your girl to this shit. So you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? It can be done, and it can program you in multiple ways. And when you do this shit in a sinister way, when you do this shit and you got evil intentions behind it, and and then you put and you set up words in ways that are like basically black magic, and you put it on a track, then boom, you successfully programmed your listeners to do things, say things, act certain ways that they never would have done if you weren't, if you didn't have these intentions behind the music. Because at the end of the day, it's all about intentions and what those intentions that you have behind the music, you know, and that's why, um, that's why for a lot of people it just doesn't happen. You just don't reach a mass amount of people through music. Because you don't have to always sign a major label deal in order to have fans. There are plenty of people who have 200,000 plus listeners on Spotify and are not even signed to a major label. But guess what? The intentions behind the music is probably good. You know, you got to remember, the spirit world runs everything, runs it all. The spirit world runs it all, and you will not be granted a mass amount of people. You will not be granted a mass following if you have ill intentions behind it, unless you sell your soul, unless you take that deal. Me, I wouldn't even, and this is just an example, doesn't have nothing to do with music. I wouldn't even have 2,000 subscribers if I had ill intentions behind my message. If I had ill intentions behind what I'm saying, if I was trying to manipulate you, if I wasn't trying to, just, teach you a little something. Don't even gotta be teach. I don't even consider it teaching. I'm just talking to y'all. You see what I'm saying? And because I have good intentions behind it, and I didn't, expect nothing from it, and I'm not looking for something from it, then I gain what I gain. No matter if I stay at 3,000 subscribers or if I go up to fucking 58,000. Guess what? My intentions behind it was good. So at the end of the day, I'm good. But anyways, that was just kind of just to make a point. So yeah, I know y'all have heard a lot about that topic, but like I said, just to give y'all a different perspective about it, hopefully I reached a few minds off of that one, so yeah, man, see y'all next time.